So this week's graph question is how many more birthdays are in June than September? So there's a really important key phrase there, and I'm going to type it in my box here just because I want you to remember this phrase. But the phrase is how many more. How many more is so important because it tells us what operation we want to use. We want to subtract. So the question is, what two numbers are we going to be subtracting? So it said how many more birthdays are in June than September. So those are the numbers we're going to use. So in the month of June, there were 10 birthdays. So I'm going to pull out my 10 bead bar to represent that. And then in the month of September, we can see it didn't quite get to the 8, and it is above the 6, which means it's right in between the 6 and the 8. What number is between 6 and 8? The number 7. So September had 7 birthdays. So when we do our bead bar work, remember we can always compare the numbers by setting them right next to each other and seeing how they match up. So when we see our bead bars match up, and I can even superimpose or put it underneath just enough so you can see, bring it out a little bit, you can see that when it matches up, there's only 1, 2, 3 more beads left. So when we say how many more, there are 1, 2, 3 more beads, and we can see that by lining our bead bars up. So what we want to do is now write our equation. So we now know that 10 minus 7 equals 3. That's 3 more birthdays in June than September.